なんで幕府翻訳者にしてないのよ。
え、待ち受けを婚約者なんかにしたら、もし落とした時恥ずかしいじゃないですか。
中の醍醐味なのよ。
僕デレデレエヘヘなんてしたくないんですが。
知ってるのよ。この間街でデレデレエヘヘしてたのよ。4人分の婚約指輪を買いに行くとき、だからスムーズに指輪が入ったのよ。感謝するのよ。
あんたら暇なんだな。
I think first and foremost, we need to all give our thanks to the anime gods for bequeathing upon us a continuation, an additional season, or a core of an anime we thought may never see the light of day again. I love this recent trend of getting anime that has been dormant for a long time. Some anime like Bleach, some anime like Devils of Part-Timer have been dormant for like a decade. And in the case of today's anime, in another world with my smartphone, this is an anime that I watched when my wife was pregnant with my son. And my kid, he's at school now. And this came out in 2017. And I just find it crazy that the last time I watched this was during that time in my life. And I have since rewatched and rewatched and rewatched it again. I watched it initially subbed, I rewatched it dubbed, and I kind of like have this on my rotation of isekai anime that I enjoy jumping back into. There's a few different ones, you know, Another World with My Smartphone, The A-Sun, The Wise Man's Grandchild, Knights and Magic. There's a few different isekai anime that are just junk food anime that I have always enjoyed jumping back into and just kind of putting it in the background as I play on the Nintendo Switch, or maybe I just want to like watch something passively if I scroll on my phone or something. And this is definitely one of those ones that I've always put on. Now with season one was not perfect in any way, shape, or form, and if I was reviewing anime at that time, I probably would have gone in pretty hard on a lot of different tropes and things that the anime did that still bug me today. Unfortunately, for those things that I didn't like about season 1, they are 100% back with season 2. But I'm still just excited just to be here with season 2. And I realized that the things that I didn't like, I'm just going to have to kind of like cast them away because they're not going away. But if I want to enjoy the anime much like I did season 1, I'm just going to have to live with those things. Now, I'm going to tell you what those things are a little bit later in the video, but I just want to say thank you for giving us a season 2. All right, so season 2, episode 1, it begins really where we left off on last season. And the last season, if you guys don't remember, it ended with Touya and the group finding out about Babylon, finding out about the doctor who could communicate with him from the past. And the specific ending ended with, I believe, the elf girl. What's the elf girl's name? It's been a long time. Leanne. So it ended with Leanne explaining to Charlotte, which was the green hair girl, which was her apprentice. It was explained to her that Touya was going to end up with 9 wives based on what the doctor told us about the future. Those 9 wives include the 4 girls that are our main cast members right now, being Elze, Lindsay, Yumina, and Yae. Okay, so it includes those 4 girls. It also includes Leanne, which is our elf. Also includes Sushi, which is the Duke's daughter, which is Yumina's uncle's kid, which is the 9-year-old, or maybe 9 or 10-year-old at this point now. And then it includes 3 girls, which we have not seen yet. A blonde girl, a pink-haired girl, and the pink-haired girl's, I think, an elf, and then a green-haired girl, or maybe the green-haired girl's an elf. But it includes 3 girls that we haven't yet met. These 3 girls are featured in the OP and the ED, which are both good, and they both serve to give us pretty good glimpses into this season. The episode then launches us on a quest, and we get to see them go on some kind of quest, and we get to see the girls and glimpses of the girls all having engagement rings on their fingers, which means that Touya actually popped the question, or at least he kind of made it really official to all 4 of the different girls. Our Leanne, the elf girl, that one's still to come pretty soon. And I think right here is where I want to stop and just say, I really like that they started it this way because, again, we're picking up right where we left off on season 1. And we got to see the girls show off what was it called? Acceleration. And we come to find later on in the episode that the rings that he gave him, he somehow endowed them. He probably used that magic to kind of like bestow some kind of alternate magic. But apparently all the rings contain the Excel magic, they contain the storage magic, and they contain the teleport magic. So they're able to now use those 3 specific skills that only Touya could use before. And then as the episode continues to kind of like, again, it began to really unfold, we got to see Touya spending some time with some of the different girls, specifically Yae and specifically Yumina. And we got to see him go and meet Yumina's parents once again and talk to him about their engagement. We got to see him interact with God once again, which is the, I think, undeniably best character of the anime. I think God in this anime is hilarious, and we got to see him also interact with the god of love as well, who was very happy to tell him about how she was the one that made their fingers slippery when he put on all the rings, and that he should set his phone wallpaper as the girls because they bring him happiness and stop playing playa. So I thought all of that was really, really enjoyable and funny as well, too. And then Sushi, later on, when he was at the castle, he jumped into the mix, too. And this is where the first plot device of Season 2 happens, is as he's talking to Yumina's father and mother, the queen and the king, the queen tells him that eventually they're going to have to announce their engagement to the kingdom. But before that, he needs to kind of have some, not experience, but achievements under his belt, because there's going to be a lot of backlash from noble families that wanted to marry off somebody to Yumina, from people who saw her as a candidate, for people who want her, and then for people who want to politicize him and also get him on their side. So he needs to go and do some stuff for the kingdom, which he later decides, of course, like every anime out there, he decides he's going to create an onsen because, if you have the Tropius disease, you might as well just continue with it. All right, so here's where I'm going to stop, because there's a few other things that I want to talk about as we talk about the rest of the episode. So first off, the episode 1, again, I just want to make it very, very clear. I am so happy this is back. I love this anime. It's not perfect, though. So where I want to stop right here and just say is, if you don't want to hear me talk bad about it in any way, shape, or form, if you don't like negativity about it, this is one of your favorite things ever, just, click off. Have a great day. It's been nice. Hit the like button. Hit the like button and comment down below, because I'm going to base views and how much engagement the video has if I'm going to cover this every week or not. I'm going to watch it every week, but whether I cover it on the channel is going to be based off your engagement. So hit me with that in the comments below. So right here is where I want to talk about the episode. I think the episode was kind of all over the place. It had a little bit of Leanne finding Babylon, talking to him about Babylon. The episode ended with her coming to his onsen, that she found Babylon, so we're going to go on the next adventure. So it set up a good plot device, or a good story jump for the next episode that we're going to find, okay? Then it had him think about an achievement, and he set up an onsen, but where the hell did he get the water from? Like, you have to have like a waterfall or a flowing river. He just kind of created it out of thin air in like 2 minutes and went, "You're welcome." So there's a lot of we have to just go like, "I believe it," and I hate that, right? The other part of that I always hate, and I hated this about Season 1 as well, is he has this fixation and unbelievability of him as marriage, right? He's now engaged to all 4 of these girls. He already says he's going to marry them, but he has this unshakable faith in he needs to turn 18. He's 15 now, or he might be 16, depending on how much time passed. But he was 15 when he got reincarnated into this world, or transported, or whatever. He's 15 in this world, and he refuses to get married with these girls until he's 18. This is a plot line I always found weird, and it was so annoying, because in reality, in the original season, it was told to us that he was 29 years old. So if he waits 3 years, he's going to be 32 in his mind. But in this one, he's going to be 18. But the reason for him waiting is that he doesn't feel bad about marrying underage girls in his mind, but yet he's underage himself. But yet when he turns 18, it's going to be even worse, because it's going to be a in his mind, legal guy. But he's still going to be marrying a 15-year-old girl in Yumina, and 17-year-old girls in the other girls You know, so it's like they're still gonna be underage, bro. So what the hell are you waiting for? I've just always found that specific him keep mentioning it annoying. And the other thing that I forgot that I hated was he's like one of the densest main characters, so his denseness is back. He rejects any and all advances on him from any of the girls. That's always been an annoying thing. And that's always been one of my biggest gripes of the original season. And the last thing is I just, the tropia stuff that occurs, just a little bit annoying as well, too. So those are kind of my gripes from season 1, and they're going to continue in season 2, but we're just going to have to live with it. I'm going to have to live with it. The other things I liked about the episode is I like how Yumina dropped the bomb on the girls that there may be other girls or women in Toya's life. They're going to end up coming into the picture, so they're going to have to deal with it and help him. I definitely really like that a lot. I enjoyed how he created a barrier in the onsen. I thought that was a really funny scene. I actually really laughed at that a lot when the green-haired girl, the one that oversees Babylon, she tried to go and wash his back. I like how you set up that barrier for him. And it was also really cute that the ED ended with the bear and dressing up as all the different girls. So I would say overall, I like the episode. I like that we're back. I like that Yumina's back. I think she's definitely best girl. I don't care what anybody says. Right after her is 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻. Right after her is the elf girl. And then it's everybody else. In my mind, that's kind of how it goes. I like that we're back. I like that, the episodes here. I like that it's just continuing. I like the renewed animation. It looks a little glossier. It looks really good. I like everything overall. I just think that some of the things that are the really big, outstanding negatives of season 1 are just going to be here in season 2 because that's just what the show is. That's just what the writing is at this point. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comments below. Like I said earlier, if you guys want to see me cover this every single week, drop me a like, hit me with a comment, and of course, I'll see you guys on more spring anime very soon. Peace.